Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Tracky and we're on the right track. In today's video we're going to talk about the nerf that happened to C4. Not a lot of people have realised that this has actually happened, and further changes that have been proposed potentially for the future. Also, we're going to talk about the new sniper rifle that should be coming to the game next week. So in terms of the remote explosives, it had to be disabled yesterday if you didn't realise, as there was a bug discovered with the actual remote explosives, and it seems that they have been nerfed. Lead designer from Fortnite, Rook, had this to say about the initial problems that were happening with the C4. This change to the remote explosive structure radius is unintended. What happened before this patch went out, we made a last minute change to the item in order to properly attribute fall damage that was indirectly caused by remote explosives. In the process, we inadvertently unified the player damage radius 500 units and the structure damage radius 600 units to the smaller of the two. Our plan: we are currently testing a new value for the unified destruction radius that meets more in the middle. I'll report back when exact numbers are deployed. So basically what they're trying to say here is that they have a different value for each thing that is damage, players and radius, but effectively what they've done is made it so the C4 doesn't just absolutely obliterate everything around it, but is more predictable in terms of what it will explode. So if it's on one wall, then it should only take out that particular wall and the nearest wall in question. Now this has probably got a lot to do with the fact that the community has been up in arms, and I will say Epic Games seems to be very anti-build at the moment, and a lot of people have had a lot to say about this, and I don't think it's fair that someone can run up to you with a C4. You've put all these foundations down just for someone to put one C4 down and absolutely obliterate everything that you've worked so hard to deal with. Now, normally this happens when you're in a build fight with somebody else. Some unsuspecting soul comes along and then absolutely destroys the entirety of your hard work just by throwing C4. Now that is too noob friendly. It's not a strategy in my opinion. It's quite unfair that somebody who can't join the meta destroys the meta basically. So that's why they seem to have kept these changes and left them in the game by the looks of it. Rook has also gone on to say that he hears what the community is saying about the availability of C4, and this is something that has been brought into question that Epic Games are currently looking out for as well. So we can expect to see less C4s, and you probably didn't realise, but they are already less effective in the game as we speak. In other news, data miners have found this beauty on the screen in the game files, and it seems to be a sniper rifle which is heavy, powerful, accurate, with bolt action mechanism with an extremely slow reload. Shots pierce through the first wall it hits. Now this looks like what we would know as the gaming community as the Barrett 50 cal. Now we do know that is a semi-auto rifle, so it seems as if they're taking the design of the gun but changing its mechanics slightly, so it's very slow firing but very powerful, piercing through the first wall that it hits. That sounds very interesting. This may possibly be coming out next week. It seems as if it will take heavy bullets, which is quite obviously for a sniper rifle, and it will be only available in a legendary variant. I believe it is the first time we've had a weapon that can actually penetrate through your walls in Fortnite Battle Royale, so this should be very interesting to see how it changes the meta. It is going to be very slow firing, which is quite different to the original Barrett 50 cal, which is a semi-automatic sniper rifle, but one of my favorite of all time, so I'm very interested to see this come into the game. Guys, let me know your thoughts about the C4 nerfs and the possible changes in the future down in the comment section, and what do you think about us getting a new legendary sniper rifle. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but the like and subscribe button, I hope they took your fancy, and as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.